Good morning and welcome to your Wallops weather briefing. We have very nice conditions out there this morning, and we're going to continue to see those pleasant conditions through the next few days after a very unsettled weather pattern over the last week or so is finally coming to an end across the region. As we'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon with just a very slight chance of an isolated shower in the region. Looking across the region yesterday, we saw temperatures generally running in the 70s and 80s throughout the area. We were up to 85 degrees in a few locations. Richmond and at Norfolk we were at 77 degrees here at Wallops. Overnight last night, temperatures generally falling into the mid to upper 60s across the region. Dover and Baltimore, the cool spots at 64. We were at 69 degrees here at Wallops. Over the past 24 hours, we did see precipitation roll through the area in the form of some thunderstorm activity last evening, picking up just a little over 3/10 of an inch here at Wallops, only about 1/10 of an inch reported at Salisbury. And then as we go west and north of the area, those storms seem to hold together a little bit better. Washington, D.C. picking up 1.23 inches of rain, Richmond picking up 1.41 inches. As of 9 a.m., temperatures warming up quite nicely this morning, 77 degrees under partly sunny skies here at Wallops. Looking at our information from this morning's balloon release, that freezing level is at 13,000 feet, and our winds generally out of a westerly direction from the low levels of the atmosphere all the way up to around 25,000 feet. We see that westerly component, and our highest wind throughout the column is found at around 20,000 feet. Through the first 25,000 feet, you see the wind at around 36 knots at that level. As we go through the day today, those winds will shift a little bit more northwesterly in direction to go into the afternoon, providing some good drying conditions for us as we go through the next couple of days. Looking at our infrared satellite here, you can see a little bit of cloudiness moving across the region currently, and we're going to see that moving off the coast here in the next hour or so. And as a result, we'll see mostly sunny skies throughout most of the afternoon today. We will see a weak surface front move through the region later this afternoon, and that could provide us with a few spotty showers throughout the region, but the probability of showers occurring will be very low, probably around 10 or 15% for total chances for precipitation, as they will be very widely scattered throughout the region. Looking at our current radar, you can see very little precipitation in the mid-Atlantic region this morning. We're going to stay dry throughout the next few hours until we see the chance for some precipitation in the form of those isolated showers late this afternoon. Current surface analysis shows that frontal boundary still off to our northwest that will be moving through this afternoon. We'll see our winds shift more out of a northwesterly and eventually a northerly direction. And as we go into the next couple of days, we'll actually see an easterly flow with those winds providing us with some very comfortable conditions, temperatures generally running in the upper 70s. So as we look at the model simulation here for the next couple of days, really very little in the way of precipitation showing up on this short-range model. You can see some very widely scattered showers and not much strength to these showers as well. So our thunderstorm chances look even lower than any kind of isolated shower activity this afternoon. Looks like their best shot at getting any of those showers would probably be between the hours of around 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening. And then as we go into the evening hours, all of that shower activity pushes well to our south, and we'll set up with mostly clear to clear conditions as we go into the overnight hours. Looking at our forecast maps here for the next couple of days, we'll see that frontal boundary making its way south of the region later this evening into the overnight hours. It pushes farther south into the Outer Banks of North Carolina. High pressure builds in from the north, and we'll set up with mostly clear and cooler conditions overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. We'll see the winds out of a northeasterly to easterly direction, bringing us some very pleasant conditions. There will be very little cloudiness out there for the next couple of days, as we'll see high pressure settle into the region, providing us with some beautiful weather for the end of the work week. Looking ahead to the weekend, Friday evening, you can still see dry weather, but we will see some tropical moisture begin to develop in the Gulf of Mexico. Could even see a tropical disturbance develop later this weekend. It's going to be a very slow-moving system. Some of the models are pushing this low a little farther to the east, but I think it will be a little farther to the west, which will help us stay out of the real heavy precipitation as we go into the later portions of the weekend and into the beginning of next week. What will also help us will be the very slow movement of this storm. It'll really drop some very heavy rainfall across the Gulf Coast as we get into the later portions of the weekend and into the first part of next week. But for us, we'll just see some moisture start to feed up from the south, from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing us a chance of a few scattered showers as we go into the later portion of Memorial Day weekend and into the first part of next week. But for the next 24 hours, really our only threat for precipitation comes during the afternoon today, with some widely scattered light rain showers. Very low chances for any kind of thunderstorm activity to be embedded in those showers. Looking for a daytime high today of 84 degrees. For this evening and into the overnight hours, we'll see temperatures falling under mostly clear skies with a low temperature expected of 62. Looking at our winds, we'll see those winds start out the late morning and early afternoon hours out of the west at 9 to 14 knots with some higher gusts, and then turn more northwesterly in direction as that frontal boundary drops from the north. We'll see weak winds overnight tonight at around 3 to 6 knots, and then becoming northeasterly in direction by early tomorrow morning. Again, that'll set the stage for a very pleasant Thursday with temperatures only maxing out in the upper 70s. Really not seeing any real hot stretches of weather here over the course of the next couple of days, as we'll see very pleasant conditions. See an overnight low Thursday night and a Friday morning of 58 degrees, and then again 78 degrees expected for Friday under mostly sunny skies. So for the next 7 days, we'll see a very nice pleasant stretch of weather. A little bit more humidity starts to work its way into the region as we go into the weekend and into the first part of next week, as we see some of that Gulf moisture begin to make its way north. We will introduce the chance for a few scattered showers as well late in the day on Sunday and into the first part of next week. But as of right now, not looking like a big washout for us unless things change with the track of that tropical disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico. We're looking at just some scattered showers for your Memorial Day weekend, and it does look like will remain mostly dry for your Saturday. Not seeing those shower chances really increase until the day on Sunday, probably the afternoon, before we see any pop-up shower or thunderstorms in the region. But temperatures, again, will be a little warmer for the latter portion of the weekend into the beginning of next week, and then temperatures look to drop a bit into the upper 70s by next Tuesday. That'll wrap it up for today's weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m. Have a nice day.